Hey guys, this is Super Testnet, and today I just wanted to show you my latest invention, which is called Bitpac. So here it is. It is a way to create publicly auditable cooperatives on Bitcoin. So yeah, let me show you what that means. I'm just going to click Create here, and we're going to do one real quick. Bitpac, as it says, is a publicly auditable cooperative that lives on Bitcoin, and what that means is you can create a group of people, put some money in a multi-sig, and then vote on how to spend it. Vote among each other using Nostr. So to create one, I'm just going to make one here. I'm going to call it Test Pack, and then I'm going to enter an npub for everyone that's going to be in it. So for one of these people, that's going to be me. I'm going to be in this thing. So I'll put that in there. Notice that it pulls in my profile information right down there. I will also put in, my friend Carr. He can be in this thing with this. So he'll be one of the people in here. And then the third person, looks like I had trouble pulling in his profile. Let me try that again in a second. The third person, let's make William the third person in the pack. So I'm going to put in William just right here. And then why don't I flip William and Carr. Okay, so now we got me, William, and Carr in here, and you can pick a threshold. So like if you want all three of us to have to agree on how to spend the money, you can do that. Or if you just want two people to have to agree, you can do that. In this case, since I don't have either of them with me, and I want to show you how you can spend money, I'm just going to make it one out of three, which means in the multi-sig I'm creating, any one of us can spend the money. So I'm going to do that. Yep, that's the policy I want, one out of three. And it gives us a little URL right here where you can view your Bitpac. Okay, so it's going to pull in all of our profiles here. These are the three people who are in this Bitpac who have control of the money. You can see a little treasury here that shows a Bitcoin address. This is a multi-sig Bitcoin address created from the three people who are in the Bitpac, or of course if you have more people, that's fine too, then they'll just have control of that money. It shows you what the balance of the address is currently, and while I'm just sitting here, I'm going to send some money to this from a faucet. So let me switch over to testnet. Network equals testnet. That way, because I want to do this on testnet and then not have to deal with real funds being at stake here. So let me do that. Put in 8,000 sats into the little treasury, and then while it's doing that, I will show you the other features. You have statements. You can have your Bitpac sign off. Like everyone can agree on a statement that they want to make. Maybe that's like a manifesto for your group, or if it's a company that you have, maybe it could be like a corporate policy you could put in here. But yeah, anything you want like that. Then you have current proposals, which is proposals for how you should spend the money, or proposals for new statements you can make. You can view past proposals that you've had before, and of course you can log in. So yeah, I think one of the things I wanted to show you though was back here at the members. This page is actually publicly viewable. So if I open up like a private window, like this, anyone can come to this page and view the members of the pack, and they can also view the treasury. Like they can see, oh look, they have 8,000 sats in their treasury. They can view any statements they've made. They can view any proposals. The only thing you can't do is if you're not a member of the pack, you can't log in. So you have to be one of these three people in this case to use the login button. And you can't vote as well. Once there's a proposal in here, you can't vote unless you're in the pack. But yeah, so anyone can view the page. Now I'm going to log in, and it just wants a private key, so I will go and get that from my Nostr client over here. Paste it in, and now I'm logged in. The only thing that lets me do is now I can create proposals. So I can be like, let's create a manifesto. And the manifesto might be something like, cypherpunk is the way, yay, And if you want to, you can click that you want to spend some of the money you have. Or in this case, I'm just going to show you what it looks like if you don't do that. So I just created a proposal to create a manifesto. And this is going to be the text of it. So because there's only a policy of 1 out of 3 on this in this Bitpac, all I need is one person to approve this statement, and then it'll become part of our group. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and the page should refresh after a few seconds, and then load. And once it's done loading, that statement that we made should be in the statements category. So if we just click on there, it should. Yep, there it is. We have one approved statement. It needed one approval, and it got it. So there we go. That is an official statement of our little Bitpac here. But of course, you can also do money. So let me show you that. I'm just going to log back in here, and I'm going to go craft a proposal, and I'm going to suggest that we send half our money to the faucet that we got our funds from. So I'm going to do this, and yep, I do want to spend some money. I will put it into that address, and let's send 4,000 sats there. You can hit the plus button to add more outputs. Most Bitcoin wallets don't really let you create multiple outputs, but this one does because I wanted that feature. So I'm just going to create a proposal here. It asked me to suggest or to use a sat per byte fee. I'm going to do 1. And then it should show us our proposal right here. Yep, send half of our money to the faucet. And anyone who's any voter can see this. Actually, if I'm not a voter, I can also see. I'm going to do this in a private window. Non-voters, the public can also see proposals that we're voting on. So if I go to current proposals, that loaded up just right there. But of course, they cannot vote. So they can see past proposals, like they can see that we voted on this one and it got approved. They can see it in our statements, but this one, the current proposal, they can't vote on that because they don't have the keys. They don't have any of the keys to the membership. Okay, so I do have a key, so I get approve and deny buttons, and so let me just show you what happens with an approval here. So I'm going to approve this one, and the page should refresh. And then after it loads, we should get to view. It should go into past proposals, and a transaction should be created on Bitcoin. Yep, there it is. There's a past proposal right in here. Oh nope, that's the manifesto one. So over here, why did this one not go through? I'm not sure. Let me check. Go back and re-log in. And yeah, I did want to approve that one. Okay, this time it looks like it went through. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out what bug that was and fix it. But I had to redo it. So yeah, so I have these two current proposals are just I don't have any current proposals, but I have two past ones. I have the one, let's create a manifesto, which got approved, and then I have send half our money to the faucet, and it got approved, and so I can actually click to view the transaction and see in the mempool where it is, or in the blockchain where it is. So yeah, you can use this to have a public group on Bitcoin. It's publicly accountable. You can see things that this group has created and voted for, like these statements, and you can see transactions, like how they've moved their money, how they've moved the money in their treasury. You can see that after we made that transaction, we still have a little less than 4,000 sats left in our treasury. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask you guys to check this out. Check out Bitpac. It's all available at bitpac.org. Of course, the code is fully open source and free on my GitHub. Just go to supertestnet/Bitpac. And if you want to try out any of this code or take a look at it, it's all right here. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me know what you guys think of this new tool for Bitcoiners.